All right, so I figured maybe you guys didn't want to. Why did I do the intro like that? I figured you guys wouldn't have wanted to watch me like do the editing process for day one's video. I'm gonna go ahead and get this channel. I hit spacebar like a dummy. I'm gonna go ahead and put that all together. But just kind of the idea things that we care about at this channel. We have some fantastic merch for you. Anyway, so we have everything edited. It's all in this wonderful, beautiful little timeline right here. Had to do a little bit of splicing with some audio, so I made an extra audio track. It's not perfect. I'm not a great editor. We're gonna go over here and go to project. We're gonna render, and we're gonna make sure that we're doing it as a let's see, Ultra HD. No, we don't need Ultra HD. MP4, yeah, there we go. Then we're gonna go ahead and browse for a folder, and we go here to videos. Okay, there we go, day one, and we're gonna call it I did Linux. Let's see, Linux 1 week challenge. Linux Mint. We should call it Linux Mint. What are we? You guys are going to know what I call it, but yeah, 1 week challenge. Sure. Day one. All right. And then we're going to render to file. We're going to go ahead and let that render. Can I downside that? Okay, sweet. So the next thing that we're going to need to do is we need to come up with some type of thing. Let's see. So let's see. We need to get the Linux Mint logo. But Linux Mint logo images. This could be dangerous. Hopefully this is okay. Actually, can we just change the desktop to your wallpaper? Let's see where we're at. I don't even need these headphones on anymore. Go ahead and set those puppies off to the side. Let's find these are all going to be images. Because like this is what I want right here. I just want this. Save image as svg.png, right? Because what we want to do is we want to go in here and we're going to close out of that. And then we're going to do images. We're going to go to downloads. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's massive. Then we're going to do this. Need some more light. Oh. That puts me here, so then I need this one to be there. Okay, that'll work. Then screenshots. Let's see. Okay, so that should give us. Is that going to give us what I want? I don't know. I don't know. That'll give us what I want. We're going to find out here in a second. Oh yeah. That right there, bud. That right there. That's gonna. I'm gonna clear out this stuff here. We got ahead image. We're just gonna clear that out. Okay, and then we're gonna make me smaller again because I do not need to be that massive. And then over here we go. Look at that. Nailed it. That's gonna work, right? That'll. Okay. So that makes me wonder if I should change this vector here to a 1 week challenge. I'll just go ahead and change that and say day one. Create a export Now, because of YouTube being YouTube, we have to do it as a JPEG. And we're gonna go here. Videos. There we go. 80%. Yep, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. So, no, we're good. All right. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Let me see what I want to do here. So sudo apt install open -rgb. Is it open GB? All right, so I'm going to try DuckDuckGo. We're going to see. Open RGB. All right, there we go. Menu. GitLab, supported devices. GitLab. Oh, wait, there was a button right here, download. All right, Windows, 86, ARM, Linux, Mac, Linux, Bookworm. Go. We're going to go ahead and load that and see. So I've got an RGB keyboard. It's a Royal Kludge. So my question is, if OpenRGB will see the Royal Kludge. Okay, so it sees my LED bottom and top. Save and close. So it doesn't see my rescan device. It just sees that. I was hoping that maybe it would see the Royal Kludge keyboard. That's unfortunate. So not really too concerned about that. This is like my top LED. Am I able to set that to anything? I am. Oh, that's cool. Breathing? Can I set it to breathing? Oh, well, that's pretty sweet. Mobo. Where's the bottom LED? Well, it's kind of cool. I got some cyan showing up there. Can I static blinking? Random? No. Okay. Brightness, can I set multiple? Well, now it's just off. Load profile. That's cool. I didn't even realize that was an LED that was addressable. Oh, so now it's set to that. I was hoping that I could get something with like my Royal Kludge keyboard, but that apparently didn't resolve that. So here's the next thing. Sudo apt install fish. Now what I want to do is figure out how to, so we have console. How do you change? So if we load fish, right? Okay, here we go. Now we're in fish. How to set fish with fish as default shell? All right, let's see. How to set fish as default shell. Let me do a little bit of research into that. Okay, so supposedly paste this command. So if then I close, yep, close, and then Control T. Nope, that still has bash. And I want to use fish. Can I type help? Default shell to add shell to, okay. And then CHSH hyphen lowercase s slash user USR slash local slash bin slash fish. Invalid shell. USR local. Do I have to run that as sudo? Nope, warning. CHSH, right? Uninstalling. Okay. Again, substitute the path for fish or inside fish. Change it back to another shell. Because that's the same thing that I to do. So for another user, you can encounter a message saying something like not standard shell. Will that? Okay. User mod. Okay, wait. Sudo user mod -s lowercase s /user /bin /fish and then moiety. Warning, non-executable. Bin the binary fish sudo nano dot -rc. Okay. And then add the line fish at the end. Out of curiosity, we're just gonna go ahead and add the line fish at the end. Control SX. Okay. And then exit. Control Alt T. Nope, still does. Oh no! Hey, look at that! Look at that! Hey, okay, so that resulted. Okay, sweet. Okay, I've never played with this. I am to make this this a fun experience. I'm just playing with stuff while we're inside of Linux Mint. Like that's all I'm doing. I'm just playing with stuff inside of Linux Mint. Because there's not much that I really want to focus on with the whole, Linux Mint side of things. That I really have come up with as like an answer, because Linux Mint just kind of works just fine. This is probably going to be a nothing burger set of videos, but I'm hoping that by episode 3, you guys will have something in the comments for me on stuff that I should do. I don't really have a direction here. It sounded like a fun thing to do was, use Linux Mint. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so we need FS. So is NeoFetch a thing? Okay. So fast fetch, a sudo apt install fast fetch. Okay, so NeoFetch is our answer. So I haven't done this in a while. How to run NeoFetch when automatically when opening terminal. Oh, okay. So we just sudo nano dot dash rc, and then at the end neo fetch control SX exit. Okay, so that launches. Okay. Close window. If we go over here to shortcuts and then custom shortcuts, console, Control Alt T, apply, then add command. Add application, fish. Okay. Add custom shortcut, Control T, apply. There we go, and then we should be able to run fish inside console. Okay. Now with fish, there is a UI. Installation, starting and exiting, default shell, uninstall, SA, okay. Commands. Tools, design. Let me look into this. There's a customization thing for fish to like do some other stuff. So give me a second here. All right, so is it fish? Dag damn it. Fish config. I just looked it up. It's fish underscore config. Fish underscore config. There we go. All right, here we go. Hey, look at that. We can do the green on black, which I can't properly see. So that's not helpful to me. Looks better. Ooh, can we do this and then give it a set theme? There we go. Prompt. I want to have a, here we go, arrow. Yes, set. There we go. Functions. Not going to play with this. Variables, history, and bindings. We're not going to play with any of that. Okay. So there's that. All right. So ping. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do clear. Then ping google.com. Alrighty, sweet. So ls, okay, sweet. And then pwd, there we go. Okay. And then we need to do sudo nano squiggly line / fish. Squiggly line tab. What are our options with squiggly line? Oh no, never mind. Control X. I don't know what I touched. Entered the command before. Let's see. There we go. Sudo nano. There we go. So neo fetch. Control save. Control X. And then exit. And then we're going to do exit here as well. And then there we go. It's just fun. Okay. That's all. It's just meant to be fun. All right. So that's kind of how we have, welcome to Fish, a friendly interactive shell type help for instruction on how to use Fish. All right. So I want to do sudo apt install and then kitty. And then how to use fish with kitty. Alrighty. Config file, find the shell option and set the path to the fish executable. Use path, for example, shell user bin binary fish. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open up kitty. All right, see, I like that. Build to launch child binary fish. What did I break? All I did was install kitty. Control T. Okay, so because I made those changes beforehand, so sudo nano squiggly dot config, and then we're gonna do kitty, and then kitty dot conf. That is not a thing. Modify kitty's config. The problem is Control Z or Control X. Kitty. I load kitty. Kitty fails. Control Shift C to copy, and we're gonna go over here and go to ChatGPT. And what did I break? This error message failed to launch. Means your system is trying to launch a fish. Fish. Put the path incorrect and shell is missing, likely. And then correct path. AI is a blast. User user binary fish. Copy, control T, paste. You may not change the shell for moiety. Sudo? Can sudo do that? Sudo can do that. And now if I do kitty, I still broke kitty. If you locked out due to a login shell issue, force the shell to bash temporary. Okay. Control copy, control alt T, control paste. Username tag. Oh, oops. Kitty. Okay, kitty is working. Awesome sauce. Sweet. Cool. Good to see. Glad that that's happening. And it's in. There we go. All right, so exit. Exit. Okay. So now, here we go. Yes. So if I run kitty now, okay. So exit. Okay. So now we're just in. Now we're just in the regular bash. So now we go in and we're going to do sudo nano squiggly line / dot config / kitty / kitty.conf. Nope, still not a thing. Huh. I wanted to play with kitty, but like I don't know if there's any. What's that button do? I don't know. More actions. Configure Windows special Windows settings. Add a property. Can we size? There we go. Okay. Apply. Okay. And then we load out of that. And now kitty. There we go. It's going to be a size that's going to automatically load. Okay. It works for me. But the problem is that when I type exit, it then exits to just the bash. Which should mean wait. Okay. Okay, so sudo nano we're gonna control C exit. Okay, so sudo nano dot bash rc. Okay. Here's the thing. Don't put duplicate lines or lines starting with the same with space in history. I'm gonna dive through this. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so I went through and I deleted the bash and bash rc, and then I reran. Yes. Then I reran the this command. So now what we're going to do, because I went back and double checked, we're going to close out of all of these real quick. And we're going to type in kitty. And after having reran that, so we are now in fish. And if we type exit, it just exits. Okay. Okay. So it was because I had fish in there that it was then causing some type of issue. If somebody could explain to me why that is, I would appreciate this. I would appreciate that a lot. All right, so then now what we have to do is we go here to shortcuts. We find where it says fish. We're going to delete that. We're going to apply. We're going to add application. We're going to type in kitty. Then that should launch us with kitty. Apply. Yeah. If I do Control V or Control V, hey, there we go. Which I ran this command, and then that launched it. So then we're good. If we exit. All right, that's pretty simple. What's this button do? I don't know what that button does. But we got everything. How do we remove the type help option? Help. I don't really want to pull up help every single time. How do I remove the welcome to fish message? Greeting. Okay, so fish underscore greeting. Fish underscore greeting. Disable? I should have read. Okay. Overwrite fish. Okay. Oh. Wait a second. So, if I do welcome to the Rifter archive. So, exit. Welcome to the Rifter archive. Hey, look at that. Okay. All right. So that's a little bit of, hey, that's pretty solid. Okay, I've learned a little bit more about how to do this terminal, world also with this, which is kind of the point of why I'm doing, spending a week inside of Linux Mint, just trying to do some videos where I'm also kind of learning a little bit more about Linux, things that I didn't know beforehand. Like this is stupid, right? I don't need to. Oh, hey, wait a second. Oh, hey. Change the NeoFetch logo to custom image. Okay, you need to configure NeoFetch to use an image backend and specify the path your image. Okay, this is where that's garbage. That sounds like okay. How to change the ASIC logo in NeoFetch? Okay. Set custom image. To set a custom image, you need to first convert the image to ASIC art. To do this, we need a program called JP2A. It's simple. JPEG to ASIC converter. Execute the following command to convert. Okay. Let me go play with that. Okay. So I installed JP2A. So sudo apt install JP2A, right? Did that. Okay, it's already installed. So then what I do is JP2A, drag this here, and then greater than, or space. And then we're going to do squiggly line / desktop, and then /, and then we'll go ahead and finalize it that way. Where did I put it? Oh. Whoops. Desktop / md.txt. There we go. And then that gives us this. And then I wonder if I can change this to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go through and do this. I'll be right back. This is very narcissistic. Okay, so we've got the Moidy. We've got the Moidy one. Moidy. Okay, anyways. So we've got that. It's gonna go okay. And then to employ the image with NeoFetch, inputs the subsequent commands. So what I need to do is I need to throw this into documents. And then we're gonna drag and drop that there. We're gonna go ahead and close that. And then we need to open up the terminal. Here we go, kitty. And then NeoFetch ASCII. And then we're gonna take this and drag and drop that there. Heck damn it. All right. So it says Moidy. Look at that. It's all right. I'm happy with that. I'm pleasantly surprised. The other thing is that we need to more actions. Configure special Windows settings. Then we're going to delete this, and then we're going to add priority, and we're going to set size. Okay, apply, press OK, go exit, and then terminal. There we go. Hey, I thought it was supposed to. What? Okay, I'm a bit confused here. This is one of those situations where I want to ask ChatGPT to employ the image with NeoFetch, input the subsequent command. Final word in conclusion, changing the ASCII in NeoFetch is a simple process, but it allows you to personalize your terminal and make it your own by using the JPEG provided the path. Remember to keep the image file in supported format to use the correct path. And to use the correct path when specifying the location of the image with a few quick commands, you can give your terminal a fresh new look with custom NeoFetch. NeoFetch changed ASCII, but does not persist. A load up kitty, sudo control paste. Okay, so where, and then we're looking for image underscore source. We still need that. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and pop that there. Control save exit. And then exit. Yeah. All right. How do we get colors? How to get colors in ASCII art NeoFetch. Wait, I'm going to assume. Okay, I'm going to assume something. All right, it sounds like I need to watch a video, I think. I'm not sure. Okay, wait. So, the Linux Cast, he showed me this in his video here. We're gonna go in and do this config, and then we're going to scroll. Okay, Control W image. Here we go, image source. And I'm gonna go over here to my terabyte drive that has all of my data backup on it, and we're gonna find copy. Why did it move that? I definitely want to make sure. Copy. What the hell? Copy. We're gonna go here to pictures. Paste that. There we go. Okay, so if I Here's fun. If we go ahead and take that, and then we drag and drop this, Control SX, and then exit. Will that? No. Okay. Well, what was he saying here? How? Image source PNG. Image source equals SMDD. Okay, images of. He has his PNG file. Image backend. Wait, is that what he had changed? Image source. Image source. Image source, yeah. Can't cancel. We're gonna rename. Rename. MD. We're gonna change that. Also, I don't know why it was labeled as DM file. That's just me being stupid when I originally named the file, so I'll fix that later. So here we go. S, and then X, and then neo fetch. No. What the hell? What the hell? Uncle Roger is going to be extremely upset with me. I found it. Okay, so in that file, right? Control W, and then we're going to take a look for image backend, change image backend to Kitty, right? And then we change the image source to that, right? So then we exit, and then we'll just go ahead and type exit, right? And then Control T, and there we go. All right, we're cooking with gas now, guys. All right. Not too bad at all. So here's some other stuff. So if we open up this, right? So we have the Moidy logo there. I should honestly change that to the Rifter Archive logo, but okay. So OS, right? It'll show that. If we change host, we're going to comment that out. So this way we don't have that. We need the kernel. That's fine. Packages. We don't need packages. Shell. We don't need the shell. Well, no, because we know that's underneath bash. Resolution. We don't need that. Plasma. Kwin we don't need. So that tells us what we're doing there. We don't care about what that is. We don't care about that. We don't care about that. Terminal doesn't matter. And then we're good there. And then we can go ahead and comment out that CPU usage. All right, info. We don't have a battery. We definitely don't want it to show public IP. That's a no. User. Player. We can show local IP. And that'll show us what IP address we are here inside of the network. So I don't have to go and find that. Control SX and then exit. Then we load this up. And then, yeah, CPU usage. Okay, AMD GPU, like that's great. How much RAM we've got, how much we're using, what our graphics card is, what our CPU is. Current plasma is that. Our current kernel is this. And then our local IP, so we have that. Okay. That tells us a lot more. Okay, print info title. We realistically don't need either of these. And there we go. Now we're more streamlined. I'd like to get rid of this color section here. Is that an option that we can look at there? There we go. We don't have that. Okay. All right. This is pretty. I like this a lot more. What happens if I load as just load fish? So we just load fish this way, we're set. We don't need it. We can just load fish and be inside console. We don't need Kitty. All right. So I say that, but sudo apt remove Kitty. What happens when I do that? What happens to everything else here when I do Kitty, right? Okay, so exit. Obviously, it's not going to load up anything there. So if we just do fish. Okay, so we kind of lose some stuff there. So if we Control W and then image, and we just use image backend, and then image backend, we remove Kitty, and we do fish. So what did we do on? Actually, it would be console. Okay, so it's not gonna. Okay, sudo apt install Kitty. Not that I'm wanting to get rid of Kitty. I actually do like some of the features that Kitty does provide when it comes to just being slick and easy and quick. I just wanted to find out if that was like a dependency, like full-blown dependency, right? Does that make sense? So Kitty back in. All right, so there's that. And then sudo fish underscore settings, right? Oh, fish underscore. I'm liking this a lot. This is looking slick. We're gonna be doing this inside of caching when we go back. All right, this video has gotten way too long in the tooth here. I'm gonna have a lot of editing to do for this, and it's supposed to be that I do like a day 1, like day 2, day 3 through 7, right? That's the spirit of the idea. Hopefully this was somewhat useful for somebody to kind of enjoy and get into. I don't know if people are gonna like these types of videos, but they, you know, we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what you guys think. If you liked it, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you have any suggestions on which, Linux I should do this with next, and any reasons for why you would want to do it, do me a favor, leave a comment on it. We might dive into that. I picked Linux Mint because it's Ubuntu and based, and I hate Ubuntu. We haven't done anything super intense. I'm just forcing myself to use Ubuntu for a week and seeing what I think about it. That's just kind of where we're at. All right. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next one. Don't be afraid to dive on into the Rift.